Hi, it's Monday and I figured I'd give you an update on what I've been up to this past week. It's been a busy week. Besides doing the sewing stuff, I've been doing a lot of gardening. But I'm very happy that I have finished my May UFO challenge with Crazy Moose Fabrics called Grandma's Garden. This was the project. I need to get it done by the end of May in order to get credit, get in the drawing with Crazy Moose Fabrics. So this had many tiny pieces of applique. I had a lot of trouble with it. My cat kept jumping up on the table, and the pieces would fly all over the place, and I lost lots of them, and I had to redo. I think some of them got attached to her paws and went different and traveled around the house. And then once I did get it on the background, they were so tiny that I had to use tweezers, and I had troubles keeping them sticking. I used some glue on some of them. And I decided to sandwich it and then applique them all down. That worked pretty good, although I had to pick and choose what I was sewing down because they kept coming up. But anyway, here is the finished. This is the finished project, and I'm very happy with it. But this will not be done again, I'll tell you that. But there we go. It's all done. I think I had mentioned in another video that Amy Dement was doing a challenge, a scrap challenge, where for May, she said, whatever project you're working on, incorporate something from the first quilt that you did. It could be like a like fabric or scrap of the fabric or something that reminds you of the first quilt that you did. Well, I just happened to have scraps that I had made into a block that when I was first learning to quilt, my two friends and I exchanged fabric because we got together every month and worked on our projects, and we would exchange scraps from that month's projects, and our challenge to each other was to make a block with that. We were just learning how to quilt, so we had no idea at that point. Like we had just taken one class, I think. Anyway, I made a block that I never did anything with, and that was this. So as you could tell, I didn't know anything. So I incorporated it into the back of this. So I was able to accomplish the challenge for Amy Dement's channel with this. So this is the front. Then I did that with the back. And the rest of the back was just scraps from all of the front. So I still have scraps left. So there was a lot of fabric that was included in this kit. But that is done. And I've sent my information to Crazy Moose. Another challenge that we got this month was from Soft Squares. And Soft Squares, which is an online quilt shop, gave us free panels and challenged us to make something with it by the end of the month. The top needed to be done, not finished. So I have two. I've showed previously that I got the tops done. I did get those sandwiched this week. So these are ready for quilting. This one I have not done anything except sandwich it. These panels are called Amazing Poppies. So that's this panel. And then the second panel was this one with the cardinals. I used a cardinal panel, chopped it up, and made this. And I've started quilting this one. This has begun the quilting on this one. I've got the blocks pretty much done with the poppies, doing outline quilting, and did some details on the leaves and the flowers in there. I just started doing some outlining of the trees and the cardinals and these other blocks. So I'm putting that aside, however. I'm not going to be working on those this week because instead I'm going to be working on some other projects. I got to get the Cali & Co. May block done. I downloaded the pattern. That's this. So I've got to get that made. I did get the grids, the 3 pages of grids for the slow stitching journal with Jean Kepton stitches. I got those done. I have to now start working on the actual embroidery stitches that she's teaching us. I did an hour of embroidery on this. I got the flowers done, and now I've started on the hearts, as you can see there. So I'll continue. That's block 1 of Beauty All Around. But what I have to concentrate on this week is my second quarter UFO challenge, which is this. So I need to now, I've gotten the cornerstone blocks completed. I need to work on the center part here. So I want to get the hour done that I want to do this week on this. Start doing the stitches for the slow stitching journal. I did not get any of my loom done last week, but I did get 15 minutes of it done today. So I want to get an hour's worth altogether done on that this week. And those were the projects that I'm planning to work on. But I wanted to also let you know, I went to Joann Fabric. I bought some stuff. If you want to, this is what I got, and I spent $29.03, and I got this stuff. So a pretty good deal. I mean, I got, since I'm starting this embroidery stuff, I got some pearl cotton. These were the only 2 colors they had. So I got that. I got this kit for making covering buttons with fabric. And that was only $1.68, regularly $9.59. So it was 60% off everything that I got. Got that. I got a whole bunch of Gutermann thread. These were 56 cents. That is a good deal. And then I got bigger ones of this. This stuff here was $1. These, $1. This was $1.96 for the bigger spools of thread. They didn't have a lot of colors. I got purple, white, like a brown. And then I just got, in a red. I got a whole bunch of the smaller spools, a variety of colors. They had these in bins. Most of the store is closed off now because of the empty shelves. And then I was able to get another one. I was able to get all this floss too. Some of it's pearl cotton and other parts of it are DMC floss. And that was only 18 cents a piece. 18 cents a piece. So I think that was pretty good. Before, their deals were not deals. They're really working on getting everything out of there now. So if you want to go there, go and check it out. I know they were also selling bolts for 60% off, the fabrics on the bolts. And I think they were like encouraging you to buy the rest of the bolt. So if you're going to want to go to Joann Fabrics, now's the time to go. It seems like the deals are a little bit better now. Before they were nothing because you could buy it cheaper with the coupons that you got. But now it's much better. So that's what I've been up to this past week. We're also gardening. We're going and getting vegetables. We're tilling, cleaning up the yard from the winter. watching all the waterfowl out there. We have geese that are in our pond. One couple had 7 goslings. Only 4 right now have survived, but we're having a good time. Keeping very busy. So as I have time to do sewing, I will work on the things I told you I was going to do, and I will give you an update later in the week and see how things are going. Let me know what you're doing, and I hope you're having a good week. Bye.